Yarn sensation. Create the flower you need. Your main color, I will be using white. And for your leaf color, you can pick whatever color you want. I'm just going to use this one for my last row. So you want to get started by chaining 5. And you want to join your work in the last single crochet, the last chain, and you want to place a single crochet and then a double crochet and a single crochet, and you want to repeat that 3 more times. So single crochet, double crochet, single crochet. Want to do it the 3rd time, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and you want to do it the 4th time, single crochet, then double crochet, single crochet. Once you have that, you want to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and you will be working on the back side of your work, and you want to join your work not in the first single crochet. You skip over the double crochet, and in your 2nd single crochet you will join beneath the 2 loops of the single crochet, and that's right at the base. May be hard to get. Once you have it, you want to just pull your yarn through to complete with a slip stitch. Next, you'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and once again you will join in that 2nd single crochet of your set. Chain 3 again. You want to join in your single crochet, join with a slip stitch, and chain 3, and this will be your last join, and you'll be joining once again into your 2nd single crochet. Okay, and once you have that, you will not chain. And what you can do, it's up to you. You can carry your yarn tail, and that way you will not have to weave it in at the end, or you can choose to wait and weave it in. So you want to place a total of 4 double crochets over that first chain 3 that you made. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you have the 4th, you want to slip stitch in that same chain space, and you will have your first petal, and it'll look like that. So you want to repeat that around. You want this to be your next chain space, and if you was carrying your tail, you can go ahead and cut it. And you just want to place your 4 double crochets into or over your chain 3. So that would be 2, 3, and 4. and then you want to slip stitch in the same chain space, and you'll move over to your next chain 3. Your slip stitch and chain 1, and you want to cut your work. You can leave a small tail for weaving into your work, and what you're creating are your petals, so they'll be going around, and instead of just continuing around with the same color, you're going to cut it first. You're going to cut your yarn tail, and then you're going to join it back into the highest peak of your first petal. So I would consider this the highest peak, and just as you did on the previous round, on the back side you want to go beneath those 2 loops, and you'll be joining back the same color, and just pull it through, and I just chain 1, and then you want to chain 3 just as before. You will be joining to the next petal in the highest point down below. You want to go beneath those 2 loops of that double crochet, and you'll just be joining with a slip stitch, and you'll repeat that 1, 2, 3, and you just want to continuously work around. And when you get back around, just want to join in that same space as where you started. Join with a slip stitch, and this time we will repeat the same steps, only instead of using 4 double crochets, this time it will be 8 double crochets that go across your chain of 3. And once again, I will be carrying my yarn tail from when I joined this row. So you just want to start by placing 8 double crochets over your chain. Once you have 8, you want to slip stitch in that same chain space, and then you will be moving over to your next chain space and repeating your 8 double crochets, your slip stitch, and once you have your 8, you want to slip stitch to end this row and chain 1 and cut a small tail to weave in. Okay, so that is what we have. So for our next row will be our last row, and this is when you will add the row for your leaf. So you want to once again join your work at the bottom. You want to join your yarn at the bottom of the highest peak of your petal. So this will be mine, and you just want to go beneath those 2 loops, join your yarn, chain 1, and chain 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and you will be joining once again in the highest peak at the bottom beneath those 2 loops, and join with a slip stitch. And you want to repeat that around 3 more times. Now you will be placing a total of 10 double crochets in each one of your chain 3 spaces. And don't forget, once you have your 10 double crochets, to always complete your slip stitch. And if you have been carrying your tail, you can go ahead and clip it. And then you just want to repeat around doing your 10 double crochets, slip stitch in the same chain 3 space, and then repeat that around for your last 2 chain spaces. Once you complete your last set, you want to chain 1, finish off your work. And if you have any tails that need to be weaved in, you can go ahead and weave them in at this time.